Welcome to the Operation Game Night podcast, back and better than ever. Today we are talking Gazebo from Reiner Knizia and Bitewing Games. Joining us, we have a very special guest, the buyer of pagodas. He's Mike from Bearwin Plays Board Games. How you doing, Mike?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great. We are so happy to have you on talking about Gazebo.
Glad to be here.
Also joining me, the purveyor of pergolas, Clayton Gable. How you doing, Clay?
Oh, I'm doing great. Excited to talk with Mike on here. He, as always, has been leading the way with my purchasing because he's been posting about Gazebo relentlessly, and it led me to hit the buy button. And so I'm excited to chat it up with him about this game.
Last but not least, wow, I'm struggling already. He's been known to jostle a few junipers himself. Jared Erickson, how you doing, Jared?
I'm outstanding. I can't wait to be under a cabana this episode. Just looking forward to this debrief here, Mike.
Just lamping in the park under the gazebo.
Yep.
Mike, why don't you start us off and let us know all about Gazebo?
So Gazebo is one of Reiner Knizia's games. It's actually a remake of, and I'm going to slaughter this. It's either Chin or Kin.
I think it's
Chin. And I actually got to play this at World Series of Board Gaming while you guys were learning Acquire for the first time. But the whole premise around this is Gazebo is filling up a garden with different features, water features, floral features. I think the other one's bushes. I might have the wrong term for it. But 3 different types of features. And placing out, I'm going to say pagodas, but that's not the right one. It's gazebos. Pagodas was in Chin, the original version. And it's a very straightforward game. You start with a set of tiles, some that have multiple colors on them, and then I think it's 5 off the top of my head of the double-sided ones with the duplicate colors, and you're just playing them, connecting them, trying to create nooks, and once you create a nook, you get to put one of your gazebos out, and if the nook becomes a group of 5, you get to double up on that gazebo, and then it can't be stolen for you, because kind of like in Acquire, if you connect 2 features together of the same type, you will actually be able to steal it from the other opponent unless it is protected by having 2 gazebos. And the original board, which is on the screen, is pretty straightforward. You have the regular tiles, you have I can't think of those phrases, the little purple ones.
Yeah,
like patios.
Patios, thank you.
There's the fancy patios that are double, and then the little patios.
And as you connect to those, whoever has the most gazebos that touch it can actually take control of that. So it has some area control stuff going on there too. But yeah, it's very light in rules, but very much a lot of strategy going on. And I know I've talked about it before with you guys. Like, it is like Acquire without all the business attached to it. It's just tile laying and area control. But that's pretty much it. It does come with 4 different boards. Well, 2 boards in the original case, but after that, you can buy the expansion and it gives you another board, but that's double-sided.
Okay, well, before we do anything, or before we jump in any further, I want to thank you because you just made a rule so clear to me. I was coming prepared to ask you guys about like how you figure out who contributes the most amount of squares to the larger areas, the nooks. There's like a small nook that's 2 or more, and then the large nook that's 5 or more. And we had the hardest time determining like who contributed the most. But if it's only 5 or more squares, we had that all screwed up. We were doing like 3 or more was a large nook. And then the other question I had was, we were playing it wrong. Okay, that clarifies a lot of things. This conversation could have gone way different. I would have made a complete fool of myself. But the other question I had is, when you lay the tiles, are you following domino rules, or like, can you lay them side by side? Is it just wherever they'll fit? we kind of struggle with that a little bit.
You can connect different features to each other. They do not have to match. They do have to connect to a feature, whether it's a tile feature or the starting 3 that are in the opposing corners. But other than that, they can touch in any way or form. It doesn't matter what's on the other tile.
Like even you can like lay them next to each other.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like you can lay them like this,
long
or
side
like
to long
this, like however you want to do it.
Okay.
I'm loving this visual representation, hands and all.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
For the listener, he has demonstrated with 2 dominoes the various
fair
ways
enough.
they can touch.
He has very strong hands for those who do not have
Yeah.
YouTube.
He's a guy that could build his own home, maybe.
It's true.
Within reason, yeah.
Okay, so first you had the chance to experience Chin. Then you're like, hey, Bitewing, they've been doing it up big with their republications and rebranding of old games. What do you think of the Gazebo implementation versus your initial experience with Chin?
Well, funny enough, originally Chin, when I played it, I don't know if it was like overwhelmed in the moment of World Series of Board Gaming, watching you guys have fun over there while I was with some random guy. I don't know what it is, but I just felt like it was just like I'm just sitting there playing a game. It was like light tile, but for whatever reason, the entire trip and since then until Gazebo came out, it was constantly in my brain. And then I researched it, tried to find it. They want like $90 on Noble Knights for the old version that's out of print, and wasn't going to pay that. But anyway, in here with Gazebo, they actually did a few things, because the one thing that it wasn't balanced very well. Like there's a lot of luck, like how many tiles you started with or pulling, and sometimes one person's pulling like duplicate tile after duplicate tile, so they had like an unfair advantage and stuff like that. And now that I've played this, I can see like that's probably why the 2 or 3 times I played that at the World Series I didn't do well, is because it was just a luck thing. This kind of offsets that, because you start with a bunch of double tiles, and they balance it out a little bit more and rearrange the board. Production wise, I love it. It's so much better. I like the theme better than Conquering China by putting out different pagodas. You threw me off when you said pagoda earlier. I was like, we're not talking about Chin. So I think this as a production and all the rules that changed is much, much better. So nice. I'm very happy with it.
And what a simple way to rebalance the game, by just separating the double-sided same feature on both sides tiles from the regular. They have different colors on the back. Yep. And I bought the nice clicky clacky acrylic tiles that are super nice. I threw away the cardboard ones because why do I need them? But man, so nice to be able to see them, differentiate them immediately, and then like draw up to your hand with the double-sided once you claim the special areas, which are denoted by like a little, domino that's sitting on the square. When you cover it, you can draw the double-sided, which are rare and limited on how many you could draw.
Wait, Clay, Travis, hold on. I just want to make sure, because you've already kind of showed your butt a little bit about your rules explanation. No, are you only drawing double-sideds when you cover those things up?
Yes.
So
that's when you are able to restock your separate draw pile, right? You have like a draw pile of the double-sided.
At the end of any turn, you can draw from your own private stash.
Correct.
Doubles. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I
to get an additional.
You can get more.
Yes.
If you go to that other thing. All right. I just wanted to make sure you were tracking correctly.
All right. Well, thanks for keeping me straight.
Yeah. Listen. It stands to reason, based on some of the things you've said earlier, that maybe you weren't sure about how to draw those. But back to the tiles in production. Sorry, Travis. The cardboard, I cheaped out. I got the cardboard. It's awful. I'm just going to call it like it is. I don't even know why that was an option.
This is from Bitewing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or
yeah, I'm sorry, Nick. I fundamentally disagree that should have been an option, especially with the fabric board that you have to use.
Yeah.
Like the weight of these cardboard tiles mixed with the fabric.
Mhm.
Do they just pop up?
jostling around. Yeah, they would pop up and kind of not settle down on the board. I immediately got the whatever the non-cardboard ones are made of. I got those because I was like, well, if I'm going to play this game, I'm not going to keep doing it with these cardboard tiles.
So for the mat to fit in the box, Jared, and everyone who's listening, it actually is folded up so you get those seams and they don't go away. So the cardboard ones, they kind of teeter-totter on those seams. So they don't sit flat.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was one that I think that's the biggest complaint I've heard is that the fabric boards. I love them, but
Yeah.
I do have one other production question because I did see on the picture brought up the bag it's not a cardboard box that it comes in. It have like a little zipper. Oh my gosh, I love it.
So to be fair, the base version comes in a cardboard box with the cardboard pieces. Thank you, Mike. My personal Vanna White. But then when you buy the upgrade stuff, it comes with like the nice little lunchbox looking thing with the zipper around it. Comes with the nice clicky clacky tiles that all just barely fit in there. And you got to cram that thing shut. It's really tight. But I think it's worth noting that those cloth boards that you're playing on are double-sided. And each side has slightly different rules and slightly different variations. And you get 4 different variants for maps to play on. So you get a little bit more bang for your buck on these nice printed cloth maps that you get to play on.
Have you tried any of the other maps yet?
I played the starter one with the basic patios. Yeah. And then we played the one on the back that has the vases. And if you cover those up, then you immediately take another turn. So it's like you get to,
draw up 2 tiles instead of 1. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I have not played the other ones, but I really enjoyed the variation. It made it varied the strategy, and the different maps have different starting locations for your tiles. So the first map, the starting spaces are kind of in the corners, and the second variation, the one on the backside, has 3 different spaces that are out in the middle, and that like really fundamentally changed how we approached the game, because instead of building from opposite corners and being able to take our time, all of a sudden you're like your tiles are right on top of each other and you're competing for space immediately. So kind of cool. Was able to change the strategy enough to make it interesting, and I'll definitely go back and play the other 2 for sure.
Hey, that's interesting what you said, Travis. When you guys played, and this I guess is just kind of gets into the strategy and the depth of the game. The first time Mary and I played, we kind of did that thing where I placed my first tile in one corner, she placed her first tile in another corner, and then we just kind of meandered around our own sides for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why the hell would I do that? Because as soon as she placed the tile, she gave me an opportunity to make a nook right over there on her side. And so it's like, I mean, obviously played 3 times, so I have no idea the depths of the strategy, but it does feel like, do you get in each other's business like that, or do you stay away? Mike, what have you found has been like the way to navigate that?
I have taken Gazebo as my opportunity to seek redemption for every single game of Trinket Trove I've lost to my girlfriend. Actually, we were going to play this weekend, and she's like, only if we can play Trinket Trove, because she has yet to win Gazebo. But no, you got to go out there. You got to take over her park. You got to not let her enjoy her garden.
See, I think it depends. I think it depends, because like if you're getting the right draws and you have the tiles to be able to do it yourself, and you can combine it with some of your double-sided tiles, and you can really expand quickly like that, then it might be worth it to play on your side and then jump in on the other side when necessary.
One, especially once they merge, because then you can kind of around those patios take those over, because those are game changing if you position that correctly, and you can take over at them right when they're like feeling confident. Yeah. I know I sound very vengeful to my girlfriend, but
what
25 games of Trinket Troves.
What player count are we playing? Everyone's here has played it 2-player, or
I played this 2-player. The original I played twice at 4-player. And it's much more congested for sure. I think 3 is probably what I would want to play it at.
Travis,
yeah,
same?
and Yeah, only played it 2, but I know that they do have a 4-player variant that's like teams.
Mm-hmm.
I have not looked into that
No.
hardly at all, but yeah, Clay, to your point, I think if you have somebody that's building up on the other side and you have the opportunity to jam up their spaces with tiles that you need to burn or don't help you in the moment, I think that's where you can kind of balance, like offshore, do a little offshore balancing and prevent them from rising to power and getting those gazebos out early. Jared's giving me the hand
Travis,
wave.
you're giving me flashbacks to Air Command Staff College,
Right.
so please stop with all that offshore balancing talk. So
I want to be the predominant hegemonic power on my side of the mat.
unipolar. Yeah,
That's right.
I love
No
it.
constructivism here. Although they want to construct their gazebos, I'm gonna try and jam that up so they cannot get a foothold in the region.
Please do not leave nasty YouTube comments if you have been listening to this gazebo. Yes. Okay. Love it.
Jared, any other thoughts? What do you think about gazebo? Are you interested?
Yeah, because I'm getting the vibes that it's like Blockus mixed with there was this one, like, what was that game I've played? Paris, some kind of Paris one where you're filling out a Paris square. I'm gonna have to go look this up on BGA.
Like Last Station Paris, like the train game.
No, I know what he's talking about. I think he played it with me for some reason, and I didn't know what I was doing.
It was kind of a weird one, but yeah, I'm always down for, and it's dominoes. Like, I like the 2-sided tile business. Like,
it's classic.
Dree might be into this one, guys. Like,
it's a great game to introduce people to.
It's feeling pretty good at 2 from what I'm hearing. Replayability seems high. Clicky clackiness, I'm loving it. Lunch pail, into it. Yeah. So
listen, before you get Adriel wound up about Gazebo, just know that it is a mean game. I mean, every time Mary and I have played, the 3 times, I've won twice, and both times Mary has taken the fabric mat and thrown it and made the pieces go everywhere because she was so irritated. Because you can do those clever little plays where somebody has their 2 little gazebos stacked on top of a fancy patio, and then you manage to just sneak a couple nooks around it while they're not paying attention, and you take over that patio.
Yeah.
And that's a big swing, like Mike said. Like, because the goal of the game is to race to get all your gazebos out. So if you remove 2 of their gazebos from the board and get to place 2 of yours out, that's a big swing.
Huge swing.
Yeah. And so it can get a little mean and a little cutthroat on the gazebo board. Don't let the theme throw you off.
Yeah. The first time we played, Rachel won by 1 gazebo, and I was like, literally next turn, I was going to put that one out. The second time we played on the same starter map, and I did the same thing. I swooped in with multiple nooks around a large patio. It was like a 5.6 gazebo swing, and I ended up throttling her. And yeah, it can be a little mean. It can be a little mean at times, but the play time is like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
I don't think 15 minutes max, I think.
Yeah.
And a great travel game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, like, one of us can throw this on our bag to World Series this year and give Jared a try.
Don't even start with that. We won't talk about that right now.
Can't talk about it right now.
We'll talk about that later, Mike. Off air.
Well,
before we get emotional.
Here's another thing, though. I don't know if we can talk. I mean, are we winding down now? Because I have a real zinger here. Because Adri really would like this. Because Nick Murray production, Adri's really into the Murrays.
Yeah.
Did we
really get into the Murrays?
Did we get into
like
that
Bill Murray?
on live television?
No, we did not.
She did date Nick Murray's brother. So it's crazy. I don't know how the world is too small. Coming to you live from the closet. This is hot goss. But hey, I'm the one who ended up with my wife, so I'm the winner. But
yeah, shoot.
She did date Nick Murray's. Because I was like, hey, I'm talking to Nick Murray, or I'm talking to some guy with his last name's Murray, and she's like, "What's his name?" Because she got a little scared there. She didn't know which Murray I was talking to.
It
So
was a near miss.
yeah, a battleship, baby.
That'd be
Oh
great.
man.
But
Did we do it? Did we
I
crush
have
Gazebo?
more to say. I have more.
Yeah.
to say.
Okay. All right. I've been trying to cut you guys short. Go
I
ahead.
know. You're trying to
Wrap
keep us
it up.
down. Jared's trying to talk about makeout sessions while we're winding down here.
Clayton,
I know.
Get your thoughts out.
I have more things to say about this game.
Just say it.
Every time I play it, I like it more, which is always a good sign. And I just dig the tactical, like it's strategic for sure, but like there's just those tactical decisions you get to make on every turn. It's just like one tile placed down. How am I going to best maximize this turn to try and there's just like all those little tiny, they're not complicated rule set, but just those little objectives you can shoot for. It's like, do I try and extend out and claim this patio right now? Or do I try and make this one small nook into a large nook? Or do I maybe try and set myself up to do a merge of this? So just within that simple place one tile rule set is like so many things you can think about trying to chase after. And I just think it's so cool.
The only thing I was going to end with was, I don't know if you've read the end of the book with the designer notes. If anyone that's listening is debating this game, Reiner Knizia himself says this is top 10, one of his best designs.
Wow.
From him. So that says something.
Dang.
So that was the only thing. If anyone was debating it still, top 10 design for him.
It's a great abstract.
Yeah, for sure.
So
okay. You can quit now.
All right. We did it.
we did it.
This has been Operation Game Night. Mike, thank you for joining us once again to talk Gazebo by Reiner Knizia and Bitewing Games. I've been joined by these other two Jagaloons, Clay and Jared. This has been Operation Game Night, and we are out.